uh, Alright, so a Yeti, huh? It doesn't really matter what event type it is. Although, actually, I mean, I shouldn't ignore that entirely. We have 5 event type 0, 8 event type 1. Yeah, so we still need more event type 2. Because we still have relatively few of those. Event types 2 and event type 4 are the types that I should be trying to write. But then again, no, actually, 2, 3, 4, or 5, like, those are all helpful. I mean, it's easier to write event type 3 than event type 2, and it's easier to write event type. Actually, no, that's not true. I was going to say it's easier to write event type 5, but that's not necessarily true. Event type 4 and 5, or 4 might actually be easier than 5. But 5's like not necessarily urgent or anything. Like, it's not super important that we have too many 5s. 5s feel a little bit greedy some of the time, so if we have a little fewer 5, that's okay. 2 and 4 are the stars of the show. And we have 10 and 13 of those. So yeah, so alright, so maybe it is a Yeti and maybe it's an event type 2. So let's say it's event type 2, right? And so what happens with this Yeti? Specifically, I don't necessarily want to write quest chains right now. I mean, one of my goals is to be writing quest chains, but for this, I kind of want to write more one-offs because quest chains don't produce starters, and I need starting quests right now. I mean, hypothetically, I can't put players on the ship until the ship has enough starting quests to, like, actually function. So I could write quests for the ship as well. And I might as well, because, like, we have the ship now. Why not use it? So, uh, yeah, we'll see. Uh, Although, I guess if I'm putting players on the ship heedlessly, like, I'll want to, uh, I'll want to I want to make sure it makes sense to just be on a ship because like if you go onto a ship with purpose, it's a little weird to like start getting spontaneous events. Event type, yeah, there's 6 different event types. Oh here, let me I have this written out. Uh, so I because like there's a lot of difference between the event types. So if you're curious to learn a bit more about the event types, let me know if this link works. If this link doesn't work, it might be. I think that link should work, but I can't really check it because it's my account. So, oh, did I even make this public? Yikes! I hope I did. Uh, yeah, anyone with the link can view. All right, cool. Yeah, this is an overview of the different event types. Um, so yeah, like I was talking about, event types 2 and 3, aka the vote types, are adventure-driven types. They're typically events that um, the players get to make a decision. Event types 4 and 5, aka balance, are challenge events. They're the ones where it's not so much about deciding what to do; it's about like seeing how well you can accomplish it. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for checking that. And then the last one, the ones that I'm trying to avoid, not avoid, but the ones that I'm not especially trying to add to the game, are the random ones. It's fun to have random ones every now and again, but if you have too many random events, then the game starts feeling like pointless, or like, it doesn't feel like a game, it just feels like, you know, just an arbitrary experience, so, yeah. So the ones that I'm trying to write are like the vote kind, the one where that they're player driven. The vote type events can be a little tricky to write, just because you have to think of situations that have equally valid outcomes. Because the players might vote one way or they might vote the other way, and either way, if they can work together, then there has to be a success criteria there and a failure criteria. Well, actually, no, there doesn't have to be a failure criteria because event type 3, with event type 2, there's a failure criteria for uh, not getting a sufficient vote count. But with event type 3, with event type 2, there's a failure condition. With event type 3, it's impossible to fail. It's just like the most popular one works out, or none of them work, or yeah, like it's impossible for them all to fail at once. So, yeah. So Yeti. Why a Yeti? Uh, Maybe I will follow Nah. What what Yeti? Yeti tracks. You you find Yeti tracks. Uh you find fresh oh, it really doesn't super matter, but something just I was just reminded of something, which is tracks in the snow. No, not snow. Excuse me. Village transition to snow. The foreground layer, near ground layer. I never put tracks in the snow. Uh, sorry, that's how my brain works. I was like Yeti tracks, tracks in the snow, uh, and yeah. At least I remembered, right? I don't know. It's better than never having remembered. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm just gonna these. It's super quick, super easy to put these in, so I'm just gonna put these in real fast. Because this is the transition between. Uh, oh yeah. Thank you, person whose name I still don't know how to pronounce, who won't tell me how to pronounce their name. Um, yeah, I do also. You just mentioned coming up with ideas for events. I do also have it's funny you should mention. I have a form where you can actually write events for side quests for people who Fred. Fred. I'm gonna add a note to that so I remember. Uh, actually, I'm gonna change your name to the Fredu. No. uh, so uh, Fred. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Fred. All right. I wrote a note to myself. Fred. Sup, Fred. Yeah, I put that's actually where the event type description document comes from. Is you can find it on this what type of event would you like to make, and so you can choose what type of event you want to make, and you can oh, Twitch name, yeah, Benry, and then you can and it'll ask you like what type of event what's the event about, what's the event name, is it multi, what are the outcomes, blah blah. So yeah, so if anyone feels like writing events, the thing is, I strongly recommend like playing the game before you try and write an event for the game, because it's really easy to make an incompatible event, and it can be a little tricky to make to make an event that fits right in the game. So yeah, but if you play the game and you get a sense of like how the events are working, and you want to take a stab at it, I am accepting user submitted events. I think there's like 6 or 8 of them in the game already. So yeah. What size are these footprints? Size 4, yeah. Someone's wearing a size 4 shoe, I guess. Alright, it's really simple. It's just to make it look like the snow is a little trod. Because this is like the part of the screen where the players walk across. So it just makes sense that if like there's a whole brigade of like players like marching across the snow, there'd probably be footprints in it, right? Kind of makes sense a little bit. I feel like that logic holds up. I could put little dots in the snow too, because now that there's a fox character in the game, like I don't know, it kind of makes sense if there are fox prints going on too. Of course, then I'd have to come back and add in prints for every animal companion that you get in the game, like when you get a horse, and when you get a dragon, when you get a griffin, like I'd have to add all those things in too. Alright. I think that might be, yeah, that's all the snow that I care about. I'll do a little bit here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I was just reminded of that. I remember like when I made this transition, I was like, oh, I'll do that last, and then I never did it. But now I have. Mission complete. Successful footprint snowing, snow footing, foot snowing, snowshoeing. I don't know. All right. Cool. Yeah. So what was I actually doing? I think I was like writing quests or something. Oh yeah, Yetis. Yeti tracks. So you find fresh Yeti tracks in the snow. Why? What do you do? What is there to vote on? What is there to decide with fresh Yeti tracks? I guess the obvious question is whether you're going to go towards or away. Mm-hmm. So you find fresh. You find enormous clawed footprints in the snow leading across the path. I just keep thinking of this. I just keep thinking of this event, and I mean, I don't know. Because I looked at it and started thinking about it, and started thinking about how to finish writing it. Like now, it's stuck in my brain. Yeah, Espresso Bear, good hunch. You figured it out. All right. So, you find fresh, enormous clawed. You find enormous clawed footprints in the snow leading across the path. What do Yetis do? Like, how do you interact with a Yeti? I feel like the correct answer to that question is like by running away, but like, I don't know, like, excuse me. You find enormous clawed footprints in the snow leading across the path. This is why I don't write quests very often. Which language am I using? To write the game, I used Python. To write the text for the game, I used English. So yeah, this is all. This is the whole game is written in Python so far. I'm using Pygame for the graphics, and I'm using my brain for the quests. It's just not working very well. It's not very effective. um, so, I mean, I guess the obvious choice is to, like, go after the Yeti or not. Although, I've gotten in such the habit of writing quest chains, like, I'm, like, not even thinking of one-offs again. Maybe I shouldn't bother thinking of one-offs. Maybe I should just like anticipate like writing more quest chains. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that occurred to me the other day is when I'm writing quest chains, I should make them written as though they can be broken. Like I should make it so that like if any event is the end of the quest chain, that's okay too. Yeah. So I guess basically I shouldn't go whole hog with the quest chains. Like it's fine if a subsequent it's fine if a subsequent quest follows from a previous quest, but a previous quest should not mandate a subsequent quest, because any of them can get interrupted at any time by me, for example, or by a guest GM, for example. So, you can take my brain for a week or two. Maybe you can borrow it a little bit, because I tend to use it. I know it's hard to tell, but I do tend to use it sometimes. All right, so I do know that this is probably not multi, and it probably takes place in the snow. I mean, I could do multi. You know what's crazy? There are only 3 events in the snow right now, and like 2 of them aren't even supposed to be in the snow. So there's only 1 event that's like even like supposed to be there, and now that I think about it, that one should actually be in the village. Malady? Does Malady take place in the snow? Yikes! How did that not occur to me sooner? Malady totally takes place in the village, not in the snow. Oof. Oof. Oofa doofa, as some say. Oh, it does take place in the village. What's the other one that takes place in the snow? Oh, the shamans. The wild tribe, right? I think it's the wild tribe. Who wrote that? Asado? Yes. Alright, so I didn't even write I have not written any quests for the snow so far. You'd think. You'd think I'd be capable, but alright, let's see. You find enormous cloud footprints in the snow. This is not a bonus quest, this is a starting quest. Excuse me. Sorry. Um, so what? So what if you find enormous cloud footprints in the snow leading across the path? What do I care? How does that affect me as an adventurer? um, I guess so I should just I don't know. I really don't know. Uh, what type of game are you making, Fred? All right, so yeah, so find enormous cloud footprints in the snow leading across the path. It looks so there's the snow is snowbanks snowbanks I can spell are can usernames be included in the event? Like when you write event, you get credit for the event. Like for example, if the event that just happened, the investigation, I wrote that event. I don't like put my own name on the events, but if that had been a user submitted event written by me, for example, it would have said like the investigation reveals falsified papers listing the augur under a number of different names, and then in parentheses it would have said author Binri, and then it would have said yeah. So you get credit if you write an event. But in terms of like using proper names in the event itself, you can't do that. Like there are like yeah. So the only things that like the only characters you can reference in the event itself are NPCs and ambiguous party members and you. And like you can't even use you. Like there are certain ways that you can't even use you. So it's like I don't know. Huh. Oh, a Diablo type of game? I don't know if you'd want my input on a Diablo type of game. I can't play Diablo style games. Like that control scheme just does not work for me. Too much clicking. Just way too much clicking. Like I've liked games that use that control scheme, but I have to stop playing them eventually because I just can't handle that much clicking. It's just not fun for me, personally. It's like oh, why am I blanking on it? Fitz Law? Is it Fitz Law? Fitz Law. What's the is it? Yeah. Oops, I haven't been using Wikipedia lately. Uh, it's like it's like, what is it? It's there's a measure of time. Like the way you calculate the time it takes a user to click on something is based on the time to move to the distant target, movement distance from starting position to target center, and the target width. Um, Diablo style games are like Fitz law of the game because it's just a matter of like where things are positioned relative to your cursor and how big they are. That's like it's just a test of Fitz law, just constantly, and that's like the whole game. Like if there was any variety or like variation, like that would be fun, but it's just too much, too much for me personally. Which isn't to say that people don't enjoy those games. Some of those games are very popular, like disturbingly popular. I just don't understand how. All right. So you find enormous cloud footprints in the snow. Why can I not write this quest? Why is my brain just not in a quest mode? Sometimes I do get into like a mode where I enjoy writing quests, but uh, apparently I've just been out of it for too long. I've been out of the game for so long. I think I haven't written quests for like a few weeks, so I've been working on a lot of other stuff. That's my excuse at any rate. So, uh, um, uh, interesting. Uh, um, so you find enormous clawed footprints in the snow leading across the path. The snowbanks are uh, broken, as if something large had been dragged across. Will you follow the tracks? No, what am I asking here? Like, I don't like just putting forks in the road. Like an event that's just a fork in the road is not exciting to me. Um, Especially because it doesn't even make sense. Like what? It doesn't make sense if the party splits up because the party's always together. So yeah, forks are just no good. Uh, will you? And yeah, this isn't gonna be event type 2. Um, I'm not very good at this game. I wish I was. I'm not always. Uh, oh hey, Lucian. Read the website. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This is side quest in the flesh or in the pixels. This is the game. It's also the game that we're working on right now. Uh, I don't know. I think I have like Friday brain because like I'm just not coming up with progress on this quest that I'm trying to write. Um, I I should probably just not. I sometimes when I'm writing like especially when I'm writing one-off quests for this game, like I try really hard to like capture like something magic, and I end up like stressing out about it, and I don't always I like the amount of time I spend like trying to like get something like like nuanced and with depth and like it's like it does not pay off. So, uh, all right, Fred, I'm glad you get something out of it. Um, so yeah, no, I should be writing. I should be writing quicker. So what's the decision that you have to make about a Yeti? I mean, the obvious. Maybe I should stop making this event type 2 because like the obvious one is like, do you chase after the Yeti or like not? But like that. No, I'm still stuck on this. I'm still stuck on this other quest that I started to write. So maybe I should just use it as that. So you find enormous cloud footprints in the snow leading across the path. The snowbanks are broken as if something large has been dragged across. Will you? Uh, uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will. Uh, uh, Maybe. I think it's probably too long. So I'll probably have to shorten it, but how many characters is that? That is only 260 characters, so that's not too long. It's a little wordy, though. Uh, uh, Whatever, this is fine. Alright, so, uh, sure. You stay up half the night debating, so no fake options. You stay up half the night debating and ultimately camp on the lumpy ground. I can get rid of this, I guess. After a short hike, you set up camp. Oh yeah. So Lucien, if you okay, I was gonna say. I was just gonna explain. Some people, yeah. Well, okay. I guess actually, if you read about the game, then I guess it makes sense that you would figure out how to play it. But yeah, a lot of people, yeah. I was just gonna mention that Trusty Bard is the storyteller, but and then like give you a hint as to how to go about playing it. But you got this. You got to figure it out. So good job. um, so after a short hike, you set up camp. Uh, you set up camp. Yeah, you set up camp. You take turns on lookout. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. And then, oops. Oh, wait, I need one more outcome. So, otherwise, you could find it in town. You continue hiking. You continue hiking through the frosted. I just really like that I can describe the environments now, that there are actually definite environments tied to these events. So you continue hiking through the frosted paths. Encountering only a few snow hares and I was gonna say owl, but oh wow, you cannot see silver stars in the snow. You can like not see silver stars in the snow. You would not even realize that some people had silver stars above their heads because like they're basically impossible to see. That's fun. I hadn't really thought about that before. You can see gold stars just fine. Can't really see silver stars in the snow. Whatever. Should have gotten gold then, I guess. Okay. You're encountering only a few snow hares and a lumbering moose. It's a moose. There's a moose apparently. All right, so this is probably going to be a quest chain at some point, but for now it's just going to be Yeti tracks. I should probably write this at least the second half of the event, because like it's a little unimpressive to just follow Yeti tracks and not actually find a Yeti. Well, I won't close that door, but I don't know. I also need more. More than I need quest chains. I just need more events. So, it looks like I'm reading fan fiction. All right. Well, I'm reading what I write, so I guess technically I'm writing fan fiction. So, sure. I'm writing side quest fan fiction right now. Is what I'm doing. Exactly. You got it. You figured it out. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Okay, so what else happens in a snowy place? How about a frozen something? Uh, uh, so on uh, so I don't know what anything about this event type except that, or I don't know anything about this event except that it takes place in the snow. Oops, I tend to reflexively hit Control S at various times to safety save, but uh, Gru. I made a game with a Gru once. Uh, um, Bears. I think yeah. So uh, you so you hear a cry for help the uh, from uh, a small uh, uh, flow in the ice flow uh, uh, in the middle of a great frozen lake. Oh wait, if the lake is frozen, how is there an ice flow? From a great, mostly frozen, partly frozen, uh, partly frozen lake. A uh, uh, a small uh, a small orc child uh, is trapped out in the a small orc child is trapped out in the icy waters. Uh, if you actually, it's not a great frozen lake. It's just a partly frozen lake. Uh, lake. Lakes are still, right? Rivers are the ones that move. That's a really stupid question, but I'm pretty sure lakes are still water. um, uh, if you, yeah, I tend to write event types 4. I'm thinking this is probably event type 4. Uh, I tend to write event types 4 in a very like foretell like I tend to really broadcast it, which I guess isn't bad, but like it's just occurring to me like I shouldn't always do that. Like sometimes I should actually use a little subtlety so that like it's not completely obvious all the time what the event type is when you approach the event. I mean, on the other hand, it's not that bad to give an indication that like so that the player doesn't just have to like guess at what the event type is, because it is a bit subjective. Like for any event you could for most events you could argue like, oh, maybe this would be a different event type. Um, So I guess it's not such a bad thing. I don't know. I feel like it might take away some of the interest. It's a balance, I guess, right? Like you want the player to actually wonder what the event type is, or like actually like care about what the event type is. And if it's always the same, then it doesn't matter because it's obvious. And if it's just completely unpredictable, then it doesn't matter because like who cares? Um, so yeah, let's say uh, so the actions are going to be what? Basically, uh, I don't. All right, so the obvious thing is to. Oh yeah, yeah. Wait. Um, yeah. All right. So if you uh, will will you oh. No, I was gonna say like the options would be to like get on a separate like flow and like paddle out. But in terms of scale, like if there are like too many adventures, like the smart thing would actually to have very few adventures, like try and paddle out. But like with event type 4, like what you really are aiming for is balance, and so I don't know, it could be a little bit like counterintuitive to have too many people trying to like paddle out on a small ice flow. Like that wouldn't seems like that might not help, or it seems like that would not be the most the thing most conducive to success. So uh uh yeah, I know basically like okay, so what's going to happen is essentially that I don't know, I have I don't know, I have that on screen. Basically what's going to happen is like rope is involved and like pulling to shore the orc child is maybe this shouldn't be event type. Maybe this should be event type 3 or something. Yeah, I'll make this event type 3 because I don't want to make it event type 4, because if it's event type 4 it could fail and that's sad. So um all right. uh all right, so it's event type 3. It's probably not multi. um so you can uh uh yeah, maybe that's how I'll do it. Maybe instead of having it as an event type 4 that broadcasts loudly as event type 4, I'll make it event type 2 or 3 that seems like it might be event type 4 or something. I don't know. You can do what? You can oh wait. Uh I could do this as event type 5. Yeah, for the exact reason that I was talking about. Uh, because like if too many people get on the ice floe, then it would kind of sink. Uh, so what is the other thing though? You can paddle out on uh, you can paddle out on another flow, and then I mean the other I don't know. I feel like the other option has something to do with rope of some sort, like it, but like pulling them to shore, or like uh, I don't know. It's not really coming to me. Not immediately. Let me Uh, originally it was yeah. Originally the it was gonna involve like you need to take rope. I was like thinking like either you take the rope and either like half of you go on one side of of the lake and half of you go to the other, and then use the rope to pull the orc child to shore, or you accidentally clothesline them and no no, or you like paddle out and uh uh I don't know. I'll just put it as oh, that's interesting. Wait, the event started, but we're not done transitioning the old event yet. Oh, I guess that's fine as long as yeah. No, I guess that's normal actually. All right, whatever. Sorry, I was I guess distracted because of the event noise. But okay, you can paddle out another floor. Uh, it uh, uh, you could like braid some uh, rope uh, uh, to uh, pull the uh, if you can paddle out on the flow, then why can't you just paddle back in? I don't know. Why am I feeling so uninspired right now? I really don't know. Maybe I should work on something else. I mean, like, this is what the game needs. So, event type 5? Event type 4? Event type 2? I don't know. um, yeah, so event type 5. Why would it be bad to for too many? It would be bad for too many people to paddle because you'll fall in or something. And why is it too? What's another thing that's like not good? Uh, you like what? So if braiding rope is the other thing, then why is that bad? Why is it bad if too many people braid rope? Uh, hey, that's the new follower. Nice. Oh, Lucian, welcome. Thank you very much for following. um, uh, I yeah, no, I guess that's fine. Uh, you could braid some rope. I don't really like event type 5. I mean, like I try and do like other things with yeah, no, that's yeah. So the way event type 5 works is event type 5 goes south or event type 5 goes poorly if too many people do the same thing. So right. Yeah. If the rope is long enough, there's not apparently a problem. Oh, sorry. I should mention. I'm asking myself rhetorical questions. I can stop doing that if it's distracting, but yeah, I'll try and stop doing that. Um, uh, maybe I should just stop writing questions. Like I said, I just like sometimes it's so easy. Other times, not so much. Um, you could braid some rope to pull the others to shore. Sure. All right, no fake options, because maybe that's why I never do fake options, because I'm always so like by the time I finally get like two real options, I'm like or like enough real options, I'm like, ugh, I'm done with this. um. All right. So. So what is the So if this is event type 5, then there is a neutral outcome. It's the success outcome. It's the case where um, uh, you you rescue uh, 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 slightly chilled, but everyone is or slightly chilled. Everyone safely reaches the shores. Shores. I don't know. Um, uh, Only slightly chilled. So what? Yeah. So what happens if too many people try and paddle out? Mhm. The ice cracks. The wow. What's wrong with my typing skills? The ice cracks under the weight of so many feet. Yeah, so the other thing about event type 5 is that you can't completely fail it. Like, something has to work out. Okay. Like, worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. What is the worst case scenario in event type 5? What happens if, actually, yeah, in event type 5, if it actually gets split 50-50, I think it turns out nice for both outcomes. No, if it's 50-50, it's perfect. Right, no, it's supposed to be balanced. Yeah, right, okay. Oh no, I guess it can technically fail. Yeah. So the ice cracks under the weight of so many feet. Uh, 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 but eventually someone uh, manages uh, their their way out and back. Uh, 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 Shore. The child is shaken, but all right. Oh wait, you shouldn't shake children. Is upset. Uh, Scared. Scared but unharmed. Yeah. Okay. Unharmed. So yeah, sure. Uh, yes, Amish cyborg. These are the negative outcomes. um. So uh. All right. So the other. So if too many people braid rope, then uh, Amish cyborg dies because Amish cyborg is allergic to rope. We just found out, and that's what happens. All right, save this one, save this quest, and let's start another. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, if you could braid some rope to pull the others to shore. You have coils, and coils Uh, uh, he, hmm. Oh, uh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You, have, to, uh, hmm. I was gonna say, like, if you all tried to braid rope, then maybe, uh, you didn't have any pieces long enough. You just have too many short pieces, but I guess that's not really a problem with rope because you can always just tie the pieces together. Uh, I mean, that's what tends to happen in event types 5. Event types 5 tend to involve limited resources, and so I guess in this case, the the capacity of the ice flows is one of the limited resources, and then or like the capacity of the ice, the weight of the ice is one, and then uh, and then the other, what is it, like the I mean, the obvious thing is because it involves like a physical item, like then there should be like limited supply of the physical item. Um, yeah. So all right. So if there's too much braiding, like you end up uh, with too many short lengths of rope. Um, uh, uh, once tied together, they just barely reach far enough for rescue, I guess. All right, save that. So this is I don't know. This is frozen lake, I guess. But it shouldn't have a space in the name, and it shouldn't be in this folder. One-offs. Yeah. All right. So I don't know why this is. I don't know why event writing is so difficult sometimes. I guess it's just not my wheelhouse, right? It's not how my brain tends to work. Um, there's no shame there. I can do other things fairly well. This is just not one of those things. Just not. Just super not. Uh, so what next? Uh, so there are now 5 snow events, which is better than 3. So there's that. uh, I'm gonna run this event again, and yeah, look at that, 5 snow events. So I should actually do a cave event for one thing, and what else? Uh, oh, ship and river. Actually, I only have 4 river events. Interesting. Um, hmm. I would have thought I had plenty of river events, but I guess not. Um, oh, I guess I have like, excuse me. Oh yeah, like cave too. I have 8 cave events, but only 4 of them are starters. So I have 6 river events, but only 4 of them are starters. I have 11 village events, but only 6 of them are starters. I have 12 snow events, but only 5 of them are starters. That's hilarious. I mean, I know why it is, but all right. Uh, so mountains, cave, yeah, cave. So cave, snow, river, and ship. 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 Yeah, if I do ship, it's gonna be weird, because if I do ship, it's gonna be well. So for one thing, I'll need entry points to the ship. So I'll probably want to make well, I'll probably want to change how the pirate ship quest works, because like right now it's a whole big quest chain, but There's no reason it has to be that. I mean, there's no reason it couldn't be that. Uh, yeah. Uh, no, I guess it's fine how it is. Yeah, it's fine how it is. Okay. But yeah. So if I was gonna write more, ship quests, I need to write quests that put you on the ship, and oh, so maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make a cave quest that puts you on a ship or something. Like, I mean, that's another thing I can be doing. Like, if I need to put those quests somewhere, like the river is a fine place to embark on a pirate ship, I feel like. So I could add like another. I could add. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I could add another option that'll put you on a ship. Another event of some sort. So the river. I mean, the river seems like the most obvious place to embark on a ship because it's the only environment that actually like has water depicted in it. Um, uh, so oh, I mean, I could do more like jump cut authoring too, right? I mean, now that I have that, like, I don't have to use it, but there's no reason I couldn't use it either. So that would be Hey, speaking of the pirate ship, uh, yeah. So wait, where else would make sense to embark on the ship? I guess the village, but we already have plenty of village quests. We don't need more village quests. And in fact, if anything, we need less village quests. I mean, not literally, but like, I really shouldn't be adding village quests until I add more snow quests because otherwise we'll get stuck in that environment for like ever, for way too long. Um, I guess I should probably add another forest quest since village has 6 quests and forest has 5 quests. There's like a slightly greater chance of going from the river to the village when, like, just for general random chance, like it should actually, if anything, favor the forest. Uh, so I can make a forest quest that puts you on a ship. Although no, I shouldn't leave from the forest onto the ship because like the oh yeah, so that's interesting. Because like right now there's that quest. Oh, I also want to change the name of that of the what was it? It was Sea Charts. Because Bato, I didn't like that. I wanted it to be like how about like Banto or something. Oh yeah. Usually before I make up words, I check that they don't mean something terrible on the internet. Uh, Wiktionary. Does this mean something terrible? A bow, a decorative knot. Sure. Sounds fine. uh, Images. Yeah, to heck with pirate ships. uh, oh yeah, I forgot about that. You definitely have the option to go on the pirate ship. You only ever have to go on the pirate ship if you want to go on the pirate ship. Um, oh, so maybe I should do that with the pirate ship, because that would or with the ship in general. I should because I was saying I want more event types too, and event types 2 give you choices, and the ship can take you places. So giving you the option to go places is, I don't know, kind of nice in some ways. It's not like the most compelling uh, quest, but like you can come up with ways to make it fun, like like stripping a ship for parts, or Uh, do. What if okay, so what if so wait, so all right, so I'll make a quest that optionally puts you on the ship. Uh, where should it leave from? The cave? Uh, how did you get from a cave onto a boat? I mean, that was always my favorite example of things that don't necessarily make sense. Is like how you from a cave end up on a pirate ship. So maybe I should put in a quest that actually does it, just so I can justify all those times that we uh, um, there must have been a few rusty sabers because it says you got it, Espresso Bear. But then again, Doctor also stripped the boat, so it also said Doctor got the rusty saber. But I guess there are enough metal bolts to go around, and at least a few rusty sabers too. Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier when about writing events, you is a very dangerous word. Because if Trusty Bard says you, everyone sees Trusty Bard saying you. So Trusty Bard is saying you to everyone. So whenever I use the word you in a quest outcome, uh, I try and make it as yeah. So like I would never write something like there can be only one and you were chosen, right? Because that's like the opposite of what works. Like what works is when a statement about you could be applicable to people. And then there's the other thing. There's the other situation where like if there are two options, two like completely dissimilar options, well, yeah, like well, so okay, so in this event, like what if Espresso Bear and Doctor had stripped the boat, but what if I had repaired the boat? The outcome still would have been you collect some handy metal bolts and find a rusty saber. Um, I wouldn't have gotten the perfect strip, uh, but that outcome, it doesn't make complete sense, but it makes enough sense because I was trying to repair the boat, but instead it got stripped. Um, so the outcome I chose didn't totally work out. So I didn't gain as much experience as I could have if for example it actually had worked out. But I at least get some metal bolts and a rusty saber out of it, I guess. Uh, I don't know. I'm probably not doing like a perfect job at like you know avoiding accidentally having like the narrative discrepancies in the events, but I do try and keep that in mind. Um, all right, so yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna make a cave event that puts you on a boat. Um, uh, well, clearly there's an underground sea. Clearly. Um, I so you stumble into a cave of bandits. Uh, 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 so, oh, we're going into the village. The village of no escape. We're going there. You should have gone on the boat when you had the chance. No, I guess the boat wouldn't have saved you because it would have brought you back to the river, anyways. Uh, whoa. Speaking of the river, what just happened with the art on the river? I swear, I looked at this. I swear the water like disappeared for a frame. What? What the heck? What the heck? I swear I've seen that before too. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. But I swear it happened at least once before. But I swear it also doesn't happen sometimes. So like what the heck? What like I mean we're just at like an arbitrary point in the transition, so it's not like Wait, it wasn't even this part of the transition that it happened last time. It was like, if this is like phase, what is this? This is phase two. Uh, we're only like halfway through phase two. No, we're more than halfway through phase two. But we're probably about halfway through phase two when it happened. The last time I saw it happen, I think we were more like in the middle of it. We were like phase five or six, like right around that shift. Maybe like right after the shift to phase six. So that's weird. I have no clue what that's about. I don't think I've ever watched this transition at regular speed. I think I've only ever watched it sped up. Not that I'm just going to sit here and watch this, but yeah, what on earth could be causing the water to fail to render? Maybe I just hallucinated it. Maybe it didn't actually happen. But I'm pretty sure, like, just for like a frame, it like didn't. There's like just no water or something. But that doesn't even make sense. Because like there's 2 frames per second, so like if the water was going to disappear, it should disappear for like a whole half second. And maybe it did, and maybe I just barely noticed it. But like I don't know, it looked like it only disappeared for like. Well, I know this time, I only caught it out of the corner of my eye, so I have no clue what happened this time. But like the previous time, I swore it like only flickered. It only like disappeared for a second. No, that just that like can't be the case because like the the uh the graphics literally only draw once every zero point 0.5 seconds. I don't know. I don't know what that would be, but it's creepy. Creeps me out, man. Uh, oh wow, the door to that mill is really small. The old mill, run by gnomes, it is. I guess I kind of forgot to pay attention to that aspect of it. Oh, that's set up. Yeah. All right. I guess I should stay cognizant of like the creepy disappearing water, but I don't know. I'll make a note of it, I guess. Do do do. Uh, water flickers out of frame? Question mark? I don't even know if it's actually happening. Because it's one of those things that, like, subtle art bugs that you're not looking for, just, subtle art bugs like that, like, I don't know. Would you, well, no, I guess I should, you know what I should do is, I should go back and look in the, so wait, it's 6:02 right now, so that means I've been streaming for almost 7 hours, or a little over 7 hours. So I should go back and watch the video in the archives after I'm done streaming because it's really hard to tell what's going on, like, in the moment, but, like, you know, it's easier. I don't know, sometimes it's. I mean, like, I have video archives of all of this, so I might as well go back and see what the heck happened. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, I lost time the other day. Like we lost time on Twitch because the service like basically went down. Like it didn't go completely down, but like no one could watch, and it felt like a little bit pointless. I feel bad about that because usually I have more hours done by this time in the week, but like I think I'm literally only at like 39 hours this week, so feels bad, man. um. Uh, Sorry, I'm just like looking at the village. I'll do actual work. I should probably do actual work, right? So uh, let's excuse me. Sorry. Oh yeah. It was bandits. Yeah. So this is gonna be event type 2. I mean, I could make it event type 3. Only 39. I aim for 40. Like I don't always hit 40. But like this is only my like I haven't been on a very regular schedule for a while because I got distracted with other stuff. and like this is only my second week back on a regular schedule, and so I was hoping to get a lot of time in, and I don't know, just for like a Friday afternoon, I just don't feel very like accomplished. I mean, I did let get my blah, blah. I did let myself get distracted by a lot of stuff this week. I think is part of the problem. Like I was taking care of a dog for a friend, and I was oh no, this is so dumb, but my Amazon Prime subscription is ending like this week, I think, and so I've been like binge watching a ton of different TV shows. So I can't pretend that this wasn't my fault. This is clearly my fault. Oh yeah. All right. Um. Wait. What is what are the C charts? Is C charts event type 3? Yeah, C charts is event type 3. All right. Yeah. So. Uh. So I guess this one will be a little different. It'll be not multi, or maybe it'll be multi. I don't know. Cave. It's event type 2. So event type 2 multi is like cruel. One time I did an event type 2 multi with 3 options, and like it's the hardest quest in the game. Because event type 2 is about picking one option and going with it. But if you make it multi, there's literally no advantage there. If you make it multi, it only makes it harder. Because some people actually choose multiple options. And, yeah. And then by putting in 3 different options, like you have some people choosing all 3. When really what you're trying to do is only choose one. It's the hardest quest in the game. And if you fail that quest, the world explodes. So I think you would like that quest, Amish Sagborg, considering it's almost impossible to succeed, and the consequences are catastrophic. So I think that quest is like right up your alley. Uh, so yeah, I went indie like not I went indie like less than a year ago. So I stopped my subscription services, and so the yeah, so I'm not planning on renewing any of my subscription services. Amazon Prime is just the last one to expire, so that's why I still have it. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. No, there's always Hulu. Hulu's free. All right, sorry. Uh, right. So, cave. You, uh, you, exit. Uh, so a twisted a twisted uh, a twisted like tunnel uh, spits you out in the middle of a den of bandits. They uh, oh yeah, in the middle of a den of bandits, on the edge of an underground river, on the bank of an underground river. Uh, they look not too happy, not too pleased to see you, although they are eyeing your valuables rather closely. Uh, if you uh, uh, if you offer them if you offer them or if you give them an offering, maybe they will let you pass. This is really wordy. How many words is this, or how many characters? Oh, it's only 258, so it's wordy, but it's not. It could be worse. I'll try and wrap it up real quick. If you give them an offering, maybe they will let you pass. Or when they're or when they're or when they're not expecting, or you could make a break for or you could dash to their what's a boat? Skull. A skull? What's a skull? Oh. No, that's not a boat. Alright. Well then. Oh yeah. Or you could make a break for one of their boats and try to skull off. I didn't know what that word meant, so I shouldn't expect people to know what that word meant. Row off. What are these things, and why do they occur right after the event ends? Oh, the fact that they happen after the event ends is just kind of coincidence. Oh, actually, it's probably not coincidence. Yeah, I should probably change the timer on those because events happen at a fixed interval, and I think those things happen at an interval that's like almost exactly twice as long. And so it's probably trying to happen like during the event, and since it can't happen during the event, it happens immediately after the event. But then because twice the length of an event later, it's during an event again. It's probably getting stuck and keeps happening right at the end of the event. So yeah, so the fact that they're happening right at the end of the event is just an oversight on my part. What they are is those are like I don't have a good name for them. They're like passive points or like growth opportunities. I honestly have no clue what to call them. But they're I mentioned a few times, or I mentioned occasionally, that like participating in events is the fastest way to gain experience in this game. But you actually gain some experience just for going on the adventure, and that's what I mean when I say that. So Jesse Bard says, "Huzzah! 7 adventurers fondly remember their friends and family." So if we look at the script, what happened there is that so that was like one of these growth opportunities. And so Lucian, Espresso Bear, Kibikichi, Caps Island, Lifo, Tom Peach, and Marty, they all gained 3 experience points. They're the 7. Oh, sorry, I don't usually call people out if they're not calling themselves out in chat, but that's what that's about. Yeah, I should change the timer on that, huh? I guess I'll make it like they don't have to happen very often. They're supposed to seem like a little bit like fortuitous or like luck based. So if I did if I just bumped it up so it takes slightly longer, then if it does get caught, it'll get itself uncaught fairly easily. Yeah. So yeah, I need to write more of those too, because like I haven't written any more for in a while, and so we have like I don't know, we have like 20 or so, but like it's the same 20 day in and day out. So uh, what are those? It's like I think I named it like passive. Yeah, so passive points interval is currently at 900 seconds. Uh, Wait, 900 seconds? Wait, how many is 900 seconds? 900 divided by 60 is 15 minutes. No. Oh, no, that's a different thing. Yeah, no. That's so the growth cooldown. Yeah, no. Passive points interval is how fast you accrue the points. Growth cooldown is how fast they get cashed in. And so right now it's at 1800, which is so every 30 minutes it happens. So I'm going to bump it up to like every 40 minutes, which would be 10 times 60. So 600. So 2400. Actually, I don't need to bump it up that much. It was at 1800. 1800 plus yeah, so I won't bump it up by like a whole 600. That'd be 10 additional minutes. I'll just bump it up by 300, so it'll be 21. And don't worry, it does, I can change this number as much as I want, because it doesn't actually... Actually, no, maybe I should make this higher. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is we always get the low ones. Yeah, this doesn't... So yeah, if I change this interval, this would actually change the rate at which people gained experience. This is just the interval at which those things occur, and so you'll notice like it's at like so Tristy Bard said 7 adventurers fondly remember their friends and family. He always picks like a percentage of the available players based on like how many potential points they have, and like so this is the interval that measures the potential points. If I change this one, then it would actually change how fast people gained experience, or how fast people could gain experience. This one just changes like how frequently it's cashed in, so basically like how big the pot is and how many people get the pot each time. So by making it a little bit longer, for one thing, it will desynchronize from that other timer, and they won't always happen immediately after the other events, and also they'll be a little bit bigger, and we'll see some of the top end ones a little more too, which is nice because like the way it works is like when it's time for that to happen, it picks one at random, but if it picks one that's so expensive that no one can actually like afford it, because like I don't know, the way the system works under the hood is that like you kind of buy them, sort of like basically everyone is slowly accruing passive points, and then when one of these opportunities comes up, the people who have enough passive points saved up, those passive points get converted into actual experience, and so this one was worth 3 points, and so there were probably more than 7 people, like who had like at least 3 passive points saved up, but picked that amount. It just randomly picked some percentage of those people based on how many people there were and how many et cetera, et cetera. So yeah. All right. Let's do what then? Oh yeah, I was writing a quest about bandits. The events happen at regular intervals. So we just had an event, so the next one won't be for a little while. The last event was no, actually the event was a little while ago. Yeah, actually the next event should be pretty soon. Yeah, sorry, it was not very high up in chat, but it was a little while ago. So yeah, the you can tell how much I like writing events, that I'm basically like looking for any excuse. Like you could have asked me like a really boring question and I still would have talked for like 5 minutes about it. No, I like explaining the passive point system though. It's just one of those things that like I don't know. I think it turned out pretty okay. Or like I like how it's like there's not that much to it, but I like what we came up with or what how the game works. I like it. I think we had something pretty good there. Sorry, just one second. All right, so yeah, okay, so this event type two. I wish this wasn't so long because I would totally put a fake one in here. Uh, yeah, but it's already too long. Okay, so the there's no fake outcomes. Oh, did I get the spacing right on these? Frozen Lake. Yeah, that one has a. This one. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. Uh, so right. So there is a neutral outcome. The neutral outcome is uh, the neutral outcome is if you can't decide, which is probably going to happen fairly often. Uh, they oh. Actually, I don't know if this necessarily makes sense as event type 2. This might actually make more sense as event type 4, at least as written. Which is not the worst thing. Uh, event type 4. Uh, uh, you don't have to apologize, Edness. I appreciate when you're here, and when you're not here, I assume you're off doing other important things. Hey, Days Flash. Pirate ship. Did you see the pirate ship? We have a pirate ship now. That's the important one. I'm making a quest right now so that can put us on the pirate ship. So maybe this isn't event type 2. Maybe this is event type 4. Uh, because if this is event type 2, uh, so then maybe it should, so yeah, because I was thinking that, like, I wanted it to be something that, like, wouldn't work out if you tried to do both. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should just, make it event type 4 and call it a day. Event type 4. Uh, uh, yeah. So, and it's not going to be multi anymore. Uh, uh, distracted, by, uh, 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 your, shiny, gifts, uh, they, almost, don't, notice, uh, 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 your, they almost don't notice your, oh, oh. Wait, that's the other thing, though. No, I'd rather this be event type 2. Yep, change one. Uh, so right, so to make this event type 2, uh, what do I need to do? So yeah, so it's not giving them an offering anymore. It's so will you greet them or so if you if you uh, greet them uh, politely, uh, perhaps they perhaps they will just let you pass. Okay. Uh, or you can make a break for one of their boats and try to row off. All right. So in this case, uh, if you split the the vote, then they will. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, no. Sorry, I just saw the action tags, and I thought we got the riot event twice in a row, but no, this is not the riot event. This is not the riot event at all. Uh, okay. They so two steps ahead of you. They they knock you in the river. Take your pack and sail off. Uh, uh, and sail off. Loud laughter. Loud. What's like mean-spirited laughter called? Like evil laughter? No. What's that? Like what's I was gonna say cackling, but that doesn't. It's like cackling is like what hyenas and witches do. Um, Loud. So two steps ahead of you, they knock you in the river, take your pack, and sail off. Sail off. Knock you in the river and sail off. With your pack. No, whatever. It was better the first time. Knock you in the river. Take your pack and sail off. Loud. Or I'll just say thunderous laughter. Or thunderous guffaws. Echo down echo across the stone caverns. Okay. So what happens if you greet them politely? I just had a better idea. I want to make it seem like greeting them politely is a fake option, but then make it not a fake option. I really want to do this right now. But now I need a fake option. What's the actual fake option? Yes. No. I was gonna say like the actual fake option could be like a so the tough thing about fake options is that I can't explain them. They have to be self-evident to the extent that fake options are self-evident. Man, it's because I thought of another good fake option, which would be why am I coming up with all the fake options now? A fake option would be to drink the invisibility potion you bought from like a disreputable charlatan. I'll have to use that at some point, I think, because I feel like that would be a good fake option. You just drink like a thing of snake oil and nothing happens. Sorry. All right, so two steps ahead of you, they knock you in the So I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't have any fake options, but maybe I will. Uh, maybe I'll try and like present this one as if it could be fake. I don't know. Usually fake options are the last one. So um, maybe uh, maybe if you greet them politely, they'll be your friends, or you can make friends. Maybe if you greet them politely, you can make friends. I don't know. It's not like that important or anything. I just whatever. All right. So yeah. So nah. I don't know. It was like an interesting idea ish kind of. But I don't think it's quite right. I think I should probably just stick with the original concept. Uh, yeah, I'll just leave it how it was. It was fine how it was, I guess. If you greet them politely, perhaps they'll just let you pass. All right. You so. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll just do this instead. So your new friends uh, took a liking to your a few of your shiny trinkets. Um, you you uh, 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 they weren't worth much or they were mostly worthless anyhow. No, I don't know. I'll come back to that one. Yeah, so right, because the other one, perhaps they will. So yeah, so or you can make a break for one of their boats and try and row off. This is the one that puts you on a boat, obviously. Uh, so, uh, 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 um, yeah, this doesn't. I don't know. This one doesn't seem like a good outcome, although it technically is. Uh, I don't know. Maybe it's fine how it is. Maybe that's fine. But yeah. All right. So I do want to come back to it. Or I don't know. I feel like it can definitely be improved. Okay. So you can make a break for one of their boats and try and row off. Uh, yeah. You uh, uh, with uh, so yeah, uh, you slip past uh, uh, and you slip past dodge a few arrows. Uh, uh, you slip past dodging cutlasses. Uh, uh, and dive aboard the ship. Um, uh, uh, the so yeah, you slip past dodging cutlasses, uh, slip past dodging cutlasses, and dive aboard the ship. The vessel uh, uh, slips. Oh, I said slip already. Alright, so you juke past. You juke past dodging cutlasses, and you juke dodging cutlasses. You dive aboard the ship and slip off. Oh wait, slip off makes it sound like you slip off the boat. Uh, and 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 shove off. Dive aboard the ship and shove off in hail of broken bottles and in a hail of arrows and broken bottles. Arrows, yeah. Alright, so these outcomes aren't, I don't know. They're whatever. Alright, and then, so this takes you to the ship. Alright, sure. So this is a one-off. This is Bandit Den. I don't know. Cool, we did it. We made a cave event that brings you onto a ship. Mission accomplished. So yeah, let's do it then. New. Okay, right. So right. That's so that exists and stuff. And so now if I run the script, there are now 5 cave events, 5 snow events, 5 forest events, 6 village events, 1 ship event still. Oh yeah, right. Oh right. Okay. Yeah, no, that's the thing. If I'm gonna make an event that puts you on the ship, I need to make an event that gets you off the ship eventually, or else you're on the ship the rest of your life. So, I mean, we do technically have one, but we should probably have more than one. Like having just one. Yeah, like I said, the ship is basically the first expansion pack for this game. Because now that we have it, like I feel like I should write a good amount of content for it. Like any amount of content for it. I mean, I guess I don't really have to. Maybe I'll just write one more event that can happen on the ship that takes you to land, and then and then maybe one more event that puts you on the ship, and then yeah, I don't know. Cause actually, I don't know. Hold on, wait. Sorry, I've I guess now that the environments are more important, I spend a lot of time looking at the transitions map, because it's very interesting now. Cause yeah, well, all right, I should probably. No, I guess the cave is like an okay choice for that, because the cave does not connect to the forest or the village. It connects to the river, which connects to both the forest and the village, but whatever. Oh no, it does actually also connect directly to the forest. Alright, so I guess it's not that exciting. I was just thinking like, yeah, whatever. The ship is cool. I like the ship. That's my whole point. Can you show the boat? Yeah, sure. I'll I'm just gonna teleport us to the boat, and then I don't have like yeah, so I haven't added in dev cheats to go to ship. I haven't added dev cheats to actually like change the this is the boat. I don't have dev cheats to control the events. So the next event is going to take us to the back to the village. But yeah, this is what it looks like at least. So there's that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, yeah, like I said, because because I only changed the background. I didn't actually change what event was going to happen next, and this event happens in the village. So as soon as this event started, it kicked us right back there. But yeah, you got a little peek at that. Um, all right, so the thank you, Lucian. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Lucian? Lucian? I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. I think I pronounced it Lucian at first, and then it occurred to me like that is typically spelled Lucian, like it's a different name. But sorry, I just pronounced everything wrong. Feel free to correct me. um, the first one, oh Lucian, okay, cool. Uh, uh, has a nice ring to it. So yeah, what was I gonna do? A kraken of some sort. Uh, oh, interesting. All right, that makes sense. That's actually why I went with Binry because like it's almost never taken. Sometimes it's taken, which is really frustrating because like I chose a weird name and it's often taken. So, all right, I won't complain about that though. Whoops. Oh, I ignored your question. Oh, what crazy things am I planning to do this weekend? Oh my gosh. Um, Actually, that's an interesting question. I kind of want to get into streaming on the weekends, but I can't. I just don't have the stamina yet to like stream 7 days a week. So like I really like if I do more than 5 days a week, I just start to die. Not literally, but like I start to feel really down. So I might try and start streaming on the weekends, but that would mean like skipping like 2 weekdays or like 1 weekday. I don't know. So like maybe like I kind of want to stream Saturdays. I'm ambivalent about Sundays. But like if I took a day off in the week, I might take off like a Tuesday, maybe like a Wednesday. I don't know. I think I'd either take off like Tuesday, Wednesday or like Wednesday, Thursday, but I don't want to take off I don't know. I want I wish I could just stream every day, but like I literally like I just like deteriorate as a person if I try and do that. Maybe I'll work up to that. Maybe I'll work my way to it. But long story short, my wild plans for this weekend will probably be I'm binge watching season 2 of The Legend of Korra right now because that's on Amazon Prime. Only season 2 though. They don't have seasons 3 or 4. Uh, but whatever. And I'm probably gonna eat like I'll be honest. My plans for when I stop streaming this evening, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy one of those big things of like garlic bread, you know? I'm gonna buy like some mozzarella and I'm gonna sprinkle the mozzarella on one of those giant things of garlic bread and I'm gonna bake it in the oven. I'm gonna have some cheesy garlic bread and it's gonna be really good. Those are my big plans for the weekend. All right, Kraken. Let's get Kraken. Is what I shouldn't have said. But no, I wanna. I don't know. Not a Kraken actually. But like an octopus or like a giant squid or something. I mean, we're on a boat, so yeah, come on over, Lucian. If you've seen Legend of Korra before, then please no spoilers. But other than that, you're welcome. No, the funny thing about and by funny I mean like intensely sad thing about one of those big things of garlic bread is that it's like way more than I can eat. So it'd actually be helpful if there was like someone else to help eat it. But I'll manage. I'll manage. Yeah. All right. uh, oh man, I've been streaming for almost 8 hours. I've been procrastinating a lot today, so I really can't feel too good about putting in 8 hours today. It was like if you squished the actual work together, it was probably close to like 6 or 7 hours. But still, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Maybe I shouldn't try and stream for like such a long time in a row. Maybe I should like take more breaks or something. I don't know if that would actually help, but like I think about this a lot. um, I think it'd be really great if I could stream more than I can, but I'm working on it. It used to be the case that I couldn't stream very much at all, but then like eventually I was up to like 30 hours a week and then up to 40 hours a week, and I think it's just like about it's like I think it's like a skill like anything else. Like it's something that you gain a capacity for. So uh, yeah, fingers crossed. I have hope, holding out hope. Someday, someday, someday I'll just have like a little drone that follows me around, and it'll be broadcasting 24 hours a day. You'll be able to see me brush my teeth. Because anyone would watch that. Hey, Asado, welcome. All right, I just because I'm close to the 8 hour mark doesn't mean I should get lazy. So, uh, all right, so something on a boat, something on a boat, like an octopus of some sort, an octopus, or like actually no, you know what? It's gonna be like a sea serpent, but it's not gonna be like a bad sea serpent. Um, Well, no, there should be conflict on the boat because right now it's just smooth sailing. So yeah, maybe it'll be an evil octopus or like a sea serpent. So oh sweet, thank you, Asada. I definitely spent I think more time on the village than any other on any other environment. I mean, I spent more time on the cave technically, but only because I started over like 3 times. All right, so um. All right. So maybe it'll be a sea serpent. So uh, the surface of the sea uh, rips open with uh, a gnashing uh, wild serpent uh, uh, or by the tail of a gnashing wild serpent, and the tail and maw of a gnashing wild serpent. So what's the challenge here? What's the conflict? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? What's my quest type balance? I mean, it should be event type 2 or 3, ideally. Event type 2, ideally. Uh, so what are the options here? Uh, Most of what you do aboard the boat is either event type. No, I guess there's an event type 2, there's an event type 4, and there's an event type 1. Or no, 0. Oh, so it's got all the primaries. Um, hmm. So yeah, this could be another event type 2. Um, wouldn't that be so exciting, Asada? I haven't done my taxes yet. Maybe I could live stream my taxes. um, so the surface of the sea rips open by the tail and maw of a gnashing wild serpent. Uh, yeah. Uh, uh, so I think your options will basically be to get away or to, like try and get away, but to get away you need to uh, yeah, I guess so will you uh, if you so this will be event type 2. It'll be not multi. It will be on the boat, or the ship, as they call it. Uh, Speaking of climbing stairs, me sleeping, I could do another easy 8 hours a day of that because I'm good at that. I'm good at sleeping. Actually, no, I've never seen myself sleep before, so I might be really bad at it. It seems fine to me from my perspective. I enjoy it, but I don't know. I might actually be terrible. I might be the world's worst sleeper, and I would never have realized it. All right, if you get below deck, you might if you get below deck, you might not get thrown into the drink. If you if you if you man the if you I don't oh man I was gonna mention sails, but the boat clearly doesn't have sails, so I don't know what to I can just pretend the boat has sails. The boat just has invisible sails. Or like we were saying before, it's just that you just can't really see the sails very much. I'm glad you like the villages auto, because I just remembered we're stuck in the village for the rest of our lives. Not literally, but like there's a good chance that we'll be in the village for a while. Just because I haven't restarted the script yet, so we don't have the 2 new snow events, so there's still statistically like very few snow events, so yeah. um oh yeah, Ednas. I guess you're hailing from, well, actually I was gonna say Europe, but I guess technically you could be from Africa. Do they have Africa in Twitch? Twitch in Africa? And by I mean like have, well no, I mean I guess actually with some streaming services like it's literally like disabled in some regions, right? But I guess what I actually meant by that question when I was asking it was is it like popular? Because I know like in some areas of the country they have like different streaming services which are more popular. But if you're not from Africa, I guess you wouldn't know any better than I would. So, uh, okay. So so if you get below deck, you might not get thrown into the drink, or you might uh, if you what is it that you do on a ship? Like, what is it that you do if you if you I can't think of a verb other than man, which I don't want to use. If you I just don't know enough ship jargon, I guess. Uh what do you do on a ship? You boat. You you sailor a ship. You sail. I mean, you do sail a ship, but like, what are the verbs? What are the verbs of like ship? If you maybe the internet has synonyms for me. 'Cause I literally can't think of a so define man. What is a man? If one of the definitions is a miserable pile of secrets, I'll be really happy. Oh yeah, okay, so staff. Crew. Wait, these are verbs? For the verb to work, or to work, yeah, work at, run or operate, the synonyms are staff, crew, and people. Occupy, that makes sense. But staff, that makes sense, because you can staff a station, or whatever. You can staff, like, an operation. You can crew an operation, I guess. You can people an operation? Can you? Can you people that? Can you people a ship? If you people the ship? Alright, crew is clearly the option, the answer. But, alright, if you crew, or so,